Hello, perceptive readers. This is James. I want to talk very briefly about your process of whether it's business or even getting to know somebody, or how you go about your routine to gain resources. Let's say, as you know what you want. However, there are different trials and other types of processes in place that may take time for you to acquire this resource or that resource. Now, the important thing that I want you to remember about what you're trying to do in life, your profession, your family, your resources, or what have you, remember when it comes to advice, you have to take certain advice with a grain of salt, especially if it is from anyone who hasn't really even reached out to help you otherwise than just really word of mouth types of statements. I'm just saying that as a matter of fact. And in along with that, going along with that, remember, if you already have a business plan, even with individuals that you have in mind who you are going to use, you see, you got to sometimes put aside the personality aspect of things, because if you're looking at this person as like a vendor of good things, because you're probably looking at yourself like that. I told you that's how entrepreneurs have a tendency to look at themselves. But the same thing, even the resource that you're looking at, I always say again, you don't have to go too much into looking into somebody, else's life or business, when all you're doing is saying, I'm buying this loaf of bread from you. I am purchasing this skill from you. Now, whatever you do, again, use the expression on Friday night, that's your business. And the only time you see there may require more conversation is depending on whether you want whatever you're doing linked with that person's outside activities or what have you. And I always say again, if you're a vendor and you're a grocery store, so to speak, you are actually serving to everybody. Everybody will walk in that store, no matter what their different belief systems is, what type of personality they have, or what have you. It's like it's just a transaction, and there you go. Well, it's the same thing if, let's say, you're going to an artist for something, and the person, they got what you're looking for, and so you use their resources, and it's just that. You see, no ifs and buts about it. Otherwise, it's like, this is why I've come to you for this. You see? Now, I always say again, if there are additional services that you may want or need from me, then maybe we can talk about it. I can schedule this or what have you. But anything more than that, you better believe it's going to be more in a well drawn up, thought out manner of correspondence. So I just wanted to keep you to keep that in mind, that no matter what you hear as far as advice, sometimes the advice is coming from persons that just want that same resource that you have acquired, or that you're actually once again developing, or what have you. And they'll try to do and say things for you to stop using that resource. Why? Because quite possibly sometimes your competitors just want that resource for themselves. And that is a fact. That is very much a fact. And I just want you to know that. So for any of you who know that I've actually corresponded, or if it wasn't in writing, or if it was vocally, or what have you, just know sometimes I might go to this resource or that resource, and hey, the resource may not say they have time for it, right now, or what have you. And so, I move on. You may do the same thing, but it doesn't mean that maybe sometime in the future that I might come around again. And that's what we do. We just let people do what they need to do for their business and their profession, and of course their family. You have a very nice day. Take care of yourself.
You have just listened to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. Remember, until next time, if you read something that encourages you to improve or enhance your life for the better, it becomes your reality.